Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be planting some elephant ears in containers. I'm also going to be planting some carrots and some lettuce in containers. Please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss another upload, and please enjoy. So the first thing that we're going to plant are the elephant ears, and I did get these elephant ears, 5 bulbs in a pack for $6.98. These elephant ears are supposed to be easy to grow and easy to maintain, so let's see how it works out when we try to grow them in containers. And these are the containers that I want to use. They're pretty large containers, and I filled them with organic soil because I am going to be planting some carrots in here as well, and I am going to plant my elephant ears on opposite sides so that they have plenty of room to grow. So now let's take a look at the bulbs that we want to plant in these pots. So as you can see, the bulbs have a little bit of growth at the top, and that's because I've kept them stored in my house for probably, I think it's been about a month since I bought them. So it has a little growth at the top, so it's ready to definitely go into some soil. So let's get ready to plant these elephant ears. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to dig a space big enough to not only hold the bulb, but to also have the tip where the growth is starting to come out just touch the top of the surface. And we did have some rain last night here in Chicago, so the soil that's in my container is nice and moist because I kept it out overnight. So I just placed the bulb inside the hole. And now I'm going to cover the base of the bulb with the soil, and I am going to start gradually covering the top of the growth just a little bit, because that growth is what will actually submerge from the soil once the bulb starts to mature and starts to germinate. And now that I have that one bulb planted, I am going to repeat the same steps on the opposite side of the container. Again, I am doing this on the opposite side so that the elephant ears have plenty of room to grow big, large foliage. And again, I'm going to place my bulb right there in the hole, and then I'm going to cover the bottom of the bulb and then gently cover the top where the growth has already started. And now that I have both of my bulbs planted, I'm just making sure that my soil is nice and packed down and nice and even. And then I'm just making sure that I can see the top of the other growth, that I didn't completely submerge it. So I am excited with the way that it is looking right now in the container, and I can't wait to check back within a week or two to see what growth we have. Okay, now that I have one container down, I'm going to work on the second container, and I'm just going to repeat the same steps. I am going to dig out a hole big enough to hold the bulb and to just cover the top of the surface of the growth. And I'm hoping, because we can actually see some growth at the top of the bulb, that means that we will see some foliage sooner than later. And remember that elephant ears are warm weather plants. They like it to be warm and not cool at all. So we did have a very cold May, and we had a couple of days in the beginning of June that was pretty chilly. And because elephant ears do not like cold or any sort of chilly weather, one of the benefits of planting them in containers is that at the end of the season, before you get your first frost, you can take your containers indoors, cut the foliage down, and you can save those bulbs for next year. Now, if you don't, there is no guarantee that those bulbs will come back the following spring. So I do have all 4 of my bulbs planted in both containers on opposite sides. And I wanted to take a moment to show off the bush in my front yard. I'm so super excited about all of the flowering that is going on, all of this activity on this bush. I have never seen a flower like this before, and I think it's because we always trim this bush back at the beginning of spring, so we never let it live up to its potential. So I'm super excited that we did not cut it back at the beginning of this spring so that we can see all of these beautiful flowers form. And right next to this bush, I'm actually going to plant that 5th elephant ear bulb right directly into the soil. So I'm just digging a space, like similar to what I did in the container, digging up a space, and I'm going to place the bulb in there, and I am going to make sure that I don't completely submerge the growth underneath the dirt. And so since we're right here by the strawberry plants, I decided to turn around and take a quick look at my strawberry plants to see if there are any new strawberries growing. I do see tons and tons of pink flowers, and right now I'm just looking for the strawberries that we had identified in the previous videos. So as you can see, this strawberry got a little bigger and a little more red. So I know I say this in all of my garden videos, but I can't wait until I'm actually able to harvest some delicious strawberries from my strawberry plants. Okay, so now let's jump into planting some carrots. The carrots that I'm going to be planting are called Scarlet Nantes, and they are the Burpee brand, and I did get them for half off of the $2.49 at Jewel. Now, I did hear that these particular carrots are the easiest to grow, so we'll find out. I'll keep you posted. Hopefully, I'll see some sprouts within the next couple of weeks. And I am going to be planting these carrots in the same container that I planted my elephant ear bulbs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a line right down the middle with my little shovel. And now I'm going to grab my carrot seeds, and this is what the carrot seeds look like. So I'm just going to take a handful of the carrot seeds, and I am going to sprinkle them along the line that I created, the little ditch that I created. And then I'm going to gently fold the dirt over that line just to slightly cover the seeds. So not only am I taking full advantage of saving space by planting the carrots in the same containers that I'm planting the elephant ears, but I also thought it would look pretty to see the tops of the carrots right alongside the foliage from the elephant ears. So I'm super excited to see how everything turns out. And we should be able to harvest some carrots within a month or two. Okay, last but not least, let's get ready to plant some lettuce. I am going to be planting the black seeded Simpson. In the container that I'm going to be using, I did drill some holes in the bottom so that when it rains outside, I don't have to worry about my roots getting rotted out or overwatered. And the container is a plastic barrel that I picked up from my local hardware store. And I just filled this barrel with organic soil, the same soil that I use for the elephant ears. And this is what the seed looks like for the lettuce. And what I did was I just sprinkled the seeds on top of the soil. And then I just took some more organic soil and I just sprinkled it on top of the seeds just to cover it slightly. And that wraps up planting the seeds for the lettuce. And thank you for following me as I planted my elephant ears and my carrot seeds and my lettuce seeds. I hope you had as much fun as I did. Please subscribe to my channel and click that notification bell so that you don't miss another upload. I'll talk to you guys later.